Hi friends, it's Allison with AJ's Inspired Life, and we have May 15th through the 31st flip through in my Fauxbonichi for you. I have 2 months in my current book. I have already done all of April and the first half of May, so today we'll just finish up May. Here is what it ended up looking like. It is a chunky, beautiful mess. This book is not supposed to hold this amount of stuff. So I've showed you this a couple times. I had to remove a bunch of pages from each of the signatures. And then I had a few left in the end and I just, removed those. But it is like chunky, chunky. So, okay, here we go. Let's get set up here. Okay, and I think I have you zoomed in as close as I can so you can see as much detail. Okay, here is the 15th, which is where we left off. Okay, here we go. All right, this is the 16th. I had been doing some doodling, which I had shown you here by Courtney Diaz and watching like a lot of her videos. And I just had these on pieces of paper. And so this was a very emotional day for me. And I just needed to do a lot of self-reflection and everything. And so just watercolor in the back. This is scrap paper just ripped up here. So I made her into a little face. This is like a plate with some flowers and stuff. I kind of use it as a helmet. And then this is from Lynn's Life. So I'll link her below. I'm one of her Patreons. And so this is part of her printables. Sometimes I print them out. I'm going to see if I can do this to get a little bit better view. Okay. So anyway, so this has some journaling on the back here. This is just me reading in the morning and a cutout and some stuff down here, a little heart doily and some magazine. This is one of the flowers, the magazine flowers that I had made. All right, the next day I started off with orange and I have this printout that says orange is the happiest color and I just used it. I've been doing the Orange Theory workouts online and they have a challenge every month. And so I've been trying to win bingo. And so anyway, I got up, I did their workout to earn my square for that day. You have to do different things. And so a little focus your energy. That afternoon, my husband and I went for a bike ride, which was super cool. We rode so long, it was like so late. I don't even know, like 7:30 or something. We had no dinner planned or anything. And so we had to go to Burger King on the way home. I'm like, I know, it doesn't make any sense, but I still include it, right? Here's kind of the other stuff I got done today. These are just my watercolors that I've done. I did a bunch of stamping numbers and dates and other things and then watercolored on it. And so I have those as my dates sometimes. And just a lot of things done. My husband actually walked like almost 24 miles today before the bike ride. He's crazy, but his goal was 500 miles in May. And so he was on a set thing and he had to do a big day. So my kids went geocaching. So fun. We have not gone geocaching in years since they were little. And, with the new whatever, stay at home and all that kind of stuff, they're looking for things to do they can do out in the wilderness and all that kind of stuff. And so they went out. Anyway, it was fun. They sent me this picture. They found a bunch of them. It was really cute. All right, Monday the 18th, I started a 21-day challenge. This is just some kind of motivational stuff for me. And then some cutouts I had. This is like an old printable cutout or something I had from a long time ago. Again, trying to use my stuff. This is from a Dilutions, I think Diane Reevely. You can do these stamp sets. I think the face stamp set. I don't know if I have the whole body. But anyway, this was a cutout from a piece of paper, like a pad. My boy had his first AP test today, and just so proud of him and his dedication and everything, especially with his arm in a sling. And we had to set up like a whole kind of testing station for him, if you will. So, and I just put, these are unprecedented times. These scores will not be able to be really compared to anything else. I mean, so it's very interesting. I don't know why they're testing, to be honest, but we'll see. And then I went to Chiro and PT today. They are referring me to talk to the ortho about a cortisone shot. So the next step. And then my daughter went hunting tonight again for geocaching, sorry, and then came home with a frog, you guys. And she wanted to keep it so bad. And we were like, no, please release the frog into the wilderness with his obviously new family he's going to have to find now. But she's like, please, please, please. So she got out her old like beta fish tank, and because it was late, we didn't have, and she found some bugs and she was reading what to feed it, and she made a little water and everything and put it in the fish tank. So we were like, okay, we have a frog. She named it COVID. Anyway, so the frog came home with us. All right, this is the next day. The weird part about this is, honestly, you guys, I filmed this like 3 times because there's been disruptions. And anyway, I'm very clear this page is not done and I need to go back and do it, but I haven't done it before refilming. So I got a wonderful, wonderful happy mail today from Holly with Journal with Dolly. And I had done a video on that. It's a few videos back if you want to go back and watch. It was just such a nice treat. Happy Mail is just so much fun, you guys. So anyway, the frog is gone. We woke up this morning and the frog is gone. So my daughter was upset. I was like, this is my daughter. This is me. This is a poop emoji. Yeah. I don't know. We looked. It's like, I don't know. I don't know if it's alive in the house. I don't know if it's not alive in the house. I don't know. So anyway, this is like on one of Lynn's sheets, and I just print some of them out in black and white. So I have like a gray like base one. Anyway, this was some watercoloring I had done on another sheet of paper. I just kind of laid that in there as background. This is, I'll be talking about kind of my food challenge and whatnot here. My tea for the day. This was the day that the donut store, what's it called? Krispy Kreme, offered donuts to seniors that are graduating. So my son waited for my daughter to get off work and they drove. It's not close. They drove. And anyway, so then he took these funny pictures after, like in his cap and gown and everything, throwing, I don't know. It was just very sweet. I appreciate the seniors and them adapting and making this their own journey, right? I mean, what else are they going to do, I guess? So this was all in the happy mail here. And look at this mailbox. This was on the outside of the envelope and I just love it. And look at this mailbox, you guys. It actually opens. And then on the inside, I put the stamp from one of the envelopes. Isn't that cool? I just thought that was so awesome. So I love it. I wish I could, use them over and over, but that's really cool. So I just love that. So I will go back and finish the journaling for this page. All right, the 20th, had a smoothie for breakfast. I I have a major headache, and so I ended up having coffee. I hadn't had coffee for like 4 days, and the lack of caffeine obviously was not good. So I went ahead and had some coffee. Again, just a little reminder, this is day 3. And, oh, my husband worked on the path in our backyard. It looks so cool. He anyway, he has a burner actually, and he just burned all the grass and everything and cut out the stones. They're like nice and clean now. It looks so nice. He worked so hard on that. I love it. And then my daughter is working on her AP paper, and, we're coming down to crunch time, right? So I woke up. This little bird was a cutout. I've had a printable from a long time ago. This was the second bird we've had in the house this week. So now that the nicer weather is happening, we open up the doors early in the morning when we wake up and whatnot. And then I do whatever, have my coffee, whatever, work out. I come back out from the shower and there's a bird in the house, like, and scared and bonking against the windows. And so I have to trap it. I have to catch it. Oh my gosh. So anyway, my boy had more AP tests today, and he had 2. And so I just said, like, checking them off one by one. And then this is a picture of me with my headaches today. I put work stress and headaches. And yeah. And then my son went to the chiropractor today, first day, and PT, first day moving his shoulder. So that's excellent news. It went well. So that's really good. All right, the next day is Thursday the 21st. This number is from Lynn at Love Lynn's Life, and it is from her Etsy store. I'm just checking. Yep. not her Patreon. So you can buy those at her Etsy store. And then you just buy them once, obviously, and you have them. You can download them. You have them to print out. So I like it because it was a bunch of colors. So this edge is from like Mantra magazine. It's often on the, edges of their, and I just cut them out and use them. So I just put Master Your Morning, some motivational quotes. This is I got my new protein powder today. So this is like off the packaging. This is some of the stamping I had done with that I was talking about, just on extra stamping onto watercolors paper. And then, I got new washi today. I love the designs. I was so sad, honestly, though, but I love them. Look, I'll show them to you really fast. Love them. Aren't they fun? The only reason I'm disappointed, I just like them because they're like kind of cool designs. They have some gold. They have a little bit of gold on them. I just love them. I love the colors. I like that they're not like a real deliberate pattern, if you will. They're kind of random. The only problem, if there is a problem that I just didn't know, right, is they are paper backed. So they do this, right, which may be better for the washi. I don't know. I have some washis that like lose their stick or become too sticky. I just had to figure out how to kind of keep it tight, right? Because otherwise they just unfold in your whatever you keep them in. So okay, so day 4 with this was a stamp. I was trying to think, where did I get that's a stamp. Sticker printout. This is, we went to the I went to the chiropractor today, the orthopedic, and he decided to do the cortisone shot. And so I was very emotional. I don't know why. I did have coffee today. I'm like, it felt so good. I had some cream in it. I was like, oh my gosh. We decided to do the cortisone shot. I was very emotional. And I think he told me that was like maybe something that could happen. I don't know, but I was a mess. I just wasn't a mess. I was a mess. I was just blah. So, anyway, I don't know what was happening, but I was having mood swings. I was crying. I was just a mess afterwards. So anyway, that was that. And then my son got his sign, or we put it outside. I put his name on it. Like, that's what the seniors are doing. And then in the mail, I got my wax sticks that I ordered for his announcements. So super excited. And then this was on their envelope, and it says, "You can change the world." And I thought that's pretty cool. So all right, Friday the 22nd, just a green watercolor background here. I just kind of my to-do list, if you will. I got a package from my my online coaching thing that I'm doing, my program. So that was like their sticker on it. A little quote out of the Mantra magazine. And then over here, I found the gecko guy, you guys, from, just the envelopes that come in your mail or whatever. And I just love it because he's standing up at the desk. And I put last AP test. But my son is using, like, we got like one of those stand-up desk things. And he's had to do all of his work that way because he has his giant arm in a sling. Anyway, so I just thought it was so cute. And he's so excited to be done. We're so proud of him. So it has been a busy, busy week, but he got them all done. And so my daughter's still working on her paper for her AP class. And she asked my son and my sister for some editing help on that, which is really cool. I just love that, they support each other. And that's a little hung and ding sticker, I think, with little glasses on. And my husband went for his walk, and then he spent most of the day working in the backyard, like on the trees, cutting, and he's always busy. He's so busy. But isn't this is the washi? Isn't it fun? Kind of cool. So, okay. Saturday the 23rd, I put a picture of myself after my workout. I just said, make yourself proud. I am trying to get that bingo card, right? So, obviously how bingo works. And so this workout today got me 3 bingos. Like, I had done everything else except this one spot. So anyway, but the funny part about it was I had to get out my entire weight set. And so I took this picture afterwards because of my shoulder and the different exercises, right? Like, some of them I can only do the little tiny weight, and then other ones I'm obviously doing like the heaviest weights. And so I was just giggling. Like, it took so much stuff for me to do a silly workout. It was ridiculous. So I was like, I'm going to document it. So this is off the side of a beer box, right? Of my husband's beer. Isn't it cool? Can you see the glitter? I don't know. What do you call that? Silver. I don't know. Anyway, I put Eye of the Tiger. I put a little cleaning day sticker there, and I just put, I've done well on this eating plan or whatever, but I just want to have like the Eye of the Tiger. And then this is what my coach always says, you can and you will. This was the day that we were supposed to be in Arizona for my niece's wedding, or our niece's wedding. And so I put a canceled sticker there. I made a little tab with washi tape here. This was their wedding invitation. And so I just glued the whole backing in and used this. There's writing on the back. Just talking about how disappointing it is and how this time in, you know, this is a time in history. But I can't imagine as a new bride, a young bride. That time was so important for me. You know, she missed her wedding shower. She missed everything. Obviously, bachelorette parties, honeymoon, like all of it. And they're postponing it until next year. But I just, you know, there's a lot of disappointment and everything that goes with it. So, but they're handling it really well. I just wanted to take, you know, the time and document it. So anyway, all right, Sunday the 24th. I put my orange dot there for my live OT Orange Theory workout. So I did the workout and then I did my 4-mile run, which is pretty much my standard workout now. Woke up early. Oh, this was fun. Okay, so it was Sunday. I woke up early to go I did my workout and then get my run in and then get home and then had my oatmeal. And then I caught a live journal with Dolly. So Miss Holly was live and we did not know it. And it was so exciting. And I just put, eek, what fun. I caught Holly's live today. And so I just put some tape there that reminded me of her. It was super fun. It was fun to log on. And I just love lives to kind of, you know, chat a little bit with people and to interact, right? Because it's, we have less opportunity to do that now. So anyway, I put some photo washi there. Lynn does that. I've done it, I don't know, a while back. And so I was like, oh, that's a good use for that tape. So when I film a video, I just kind of marked it that way. So I filmed this whole video on making these trash boxes and making these feathers. And then I went to upload it and I realized half of it was like not even in frame. Like it was down here and you couldn't see it. And I was like, so sad. So, anyway, I have to refilm it is the point of that, but I did do it and I loved this feather. And so I stuck it into my journal for the day. I love my quote that I got. This was like a meme or whatever that I posted on, Facebook. And it's like, dear 2020, none of this was on my vision board. And I was like, yep, for real. So here's my film to process video. I have to redo it. And then, I got a Happy Mail today. It was so much fun. And, my dog's trying to get in. Sorry. It is for, Barbara over at, 49 Dragonflies. She did a 49 stay-at-home collaging challenge and you mailed each other 5 pieces to use to make your pages. So I've posted that on my Instagram. Super fun. That was my 3rd one. And it was so much fun. And so let's see, let me find it really fast. Nope, that's not going to happen. Because you know why? Because I cleaned my desk. That's why it's not going to happen. Here it is. Yeah, we've had multiple conversations about this, right? Because here is my journal. Where did I put the page? Because I want to show you guys. There it is. So there's the page I made with it. And the 5 pieces were from Jane. So thank you, Jane. So that was super fun. That was super fun. And oh my gosh, these little leaves were amazing. So I loved that. Okay, here we go. So Monday was Memorial Day. And I always do the Murph workout. So here is my like pictures about that. Murph is a mile run, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, and then a mile run. So obviously I can't do pull-ups and no one could because we don't have a gym or whatever. So we had to change out that movement. And then here's how I mark my moves. And so, and then there's some pictures of us afterwards. And just the quote, the RWB, the Team Red, White, and Blue is the team that I rec with, and they are a veteran support group. And this was what they posted that day. And as we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. And I just thought that was really, really nice. So, okay, here's the napkins we used today. I think I used the same one last year. So I just tipped it in anyway, because we made burgers. My daughter dyed her hair today. We've never done home hair dye. So we tried it. It looks good. It's not exactly what she wanted, but it's fine. And then I just wrote a little bit about getting to do Murph today. Super grateful for my friend, because I wasn't going to go. I was feeling sorry for myself and like not being able to do the workout like I wanted and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, get your beep over here. She was texting me. She's like, you better be there. You better get out of bed. You better get, And I was like, okay, girl. So thank that very much. Here's some more tape. So I did film that day. All right. The 26th is Tuesday. I did have a little bit of a busy day, and oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so I found a new channel. It's called Life with Lisa. I'll link her below. She is completely into Disney, but she's over in England, I think. I'm not too sure. Don't, if I misquoted that, please, but go check her out. She has the most wonderful accent, and she just she has a monthly subscription box. And she's so into Disney, but she like bakes every day, and it's just so much fun. I just loved her videos. I watched a bunch of them that day, and it was just so much fun. So my husband brought a microwave home from work, so we like upgraded our microwave. It's kind of a long story, but anyway, so I cleaned off all the kitchen and rearranged the kitchen and put the new microwave in there. And so that was good. And then, so this page, so see, I had kind of watercolored the back, or recollection crayoned the back. So it was this pastel-y color. And I honestly don't know, you guys, if it all happened this day, or if it happened on this day and it like came out this day. So please, this is not to stir up anything. This is just my journal and how I document my process. Okay. But this is where like the whole George Floyd thing came out. And this is my beginning of documenting it here. Okay. And I don't use my Fauxbonichi very much to document stuff like that. I don't use my Fauxbonichi to do deep journaling. I have another journal for that. I do it in my morning pages every morning, which is a private journal and not shared. But anyway, it was too bright, I guess, is what I'm trying to explain. And so I did like a black kind of gray, wash over it to kind of document. And then I just wrote kind of a range of emotions and just everything on there. And then I put some stickers, and I just put, I'm sad for our country and the anger, and I'm fearful for what's going to happen. Very mixed emotions. And I know everyone has their own experience with that. So just, please honor, this is like my process with it. All right. So the next day, it was super sunny, and it was just so nice. So I put, yes, the sun feels so nice today. I sat outside and soaked up my vitamin D. These are just sticky notes. Like I have like right here. And I just decided to kind of put a sticker on them and use them as my journaling spots, because the background was a little busy. Work sessions went well. I try to always put like something that reminds me about work that day. And so this was like a sticker I thought was funny. It says, I want to believe in myself. And it's an alien. I just thought, oh, this is from Lynn's Etsy store. This is scrapbooking. So this is, I just put, like difficult, and then like the police, and this is just a little note here about kind of what's going on. Again, I don't journal all that in here, so I just am trying to document it a little bit, that it's happening and what's going on. I had a really good chiro appointment today. I have increased range of motion, which they're happy about. So my entire goal is to heal, so I can do what I want to do again, and to not have to have surgery, to heal without surgery. So I went for a great walk with my friend today. We called each other, and we're in the same line of work, and we just, it's heavy, right? It's heavy. It's heavy working with clients through this. And so, so we met up, and I just put, it's good for my soul. We walked a little over 6 miles, and able to relieve stress. And I put the puppy dog there because we just saw so many people out walking their dogs and stuff. It was really nice. It was nice. And then that night we got invited over to my daughter's like best friend's house for some s'mores. We have never met her parents, and they invited us over. So still social distancing. We didn't go in their house. We just sat in the backyard. It was just very nice. All right. The next day, I painted orange because for my orange theory, I got blackout on my bingo card. So I got every single square, and today was the last day right there. And I had waited. I knew when we printed it up, like it's 50 burpees. I was like, that's going to be my last day. So anyway, I got that today. I did my 50 burpees. I taped it and whatnot. I wanted to show you guys this, and let me make sure I have you. Yeah. Can you see it? It's plastic. This is off cheese. So I know I buy cheese in the bag sometimes. I know it's not the best, but it's just convenient. This is that strip you pull off the top. And I just love it. And it was like half orange, half yellow. And I'm like, I'm going to use that in my journal. I think it's perfect. So anyway, we're always talking about affordable ways, you guys, to add things to your journal. And like, really, there you have it. I'm going to buy the cheese anyway, right? And then this right here, the background paper I used is envelopes, right? So we've talked about that too, from the back of security envelopes, like when you pay your bills or whatnot. That's the inside. And so I save those because they all have different decorations. So anyway, that's that. Here's my little sticker for the day. Range of emotions, still upset about current events, and just again noting it here. My boy drove to school today to pick up his graduation announcement, so that's kind of exciting. My girl went for her MRI today on her knee. It went well. Hopefully we'll have good news from that. And then she went to the workout, and like no kicking, no leg work, but just did the rest of it. And then we had spaghetti for dinner. So I tipped in, again, this is free, right? Because I'm already buying the spaghetti. So I cut that out and tipped that in, and then just put a little note about dinner. So, all right, the next day, here's my little, again, note about what's happening. This is a haul card I filmed a video. I went to, where did I go today? Tuesday morning, and filmed a haul on that. So these are some of the Project Life cards I got. So it just says, for the record, this is a sticker I had. I just thought it was really powerful, especially with like people wearing masks and everything. And it just says, I'm exhausted by how stupid everyone's getting. I just, I put, this has to stop and we have to do better. And then the writing has started, and I did do some documenting in here because it was just heavy on my heart. I did film a YouTube video haul, and I went to McDonald's. Yeah, good, healthy, I know. Because I went to the dentist to get my crown fixed, and she took x-rays, and she's like, we're not going to do it today. You'll come back in 2 weeks. We need the other crown. We need to do this. We need to do that. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So it takes a lot for me to go to the dentist to get dental work. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Okay. So, I had to kind of work myself up for it. And then I was a little disappointed that we didn't do it. And then it threw off all my timing and everything. And I was like, oh, I can go run errands. But instead of going home, I went the other way. And so I didn't have food, is the bottom line. And so I stopped at McDonald's. Okay. This morning I went for a ruck before the dentist, before all this. I did 4 miles with my ruck pack with my friend again. Felt good. We're going to try and just do that on Fridays. So here I just made a kind of flip tip, however, which way you want it to go. I put a little sticker here about peace and remember. And I put, my husband's killing himself trying to meet this 500 miles this month. He's so amazing. He's almost there. And then I went to Tuesday morning because I needed nothing. But they just reopened, and I was like, yay, I want to go. And I'm sad because they're closing. They had to file bankruptcy. And I said, this is the beginning of the fallout of what's going to come from this quarantine and this shutdown. And it makes me anxious and sad. And then my daughter went to the Dollar Tree, which is like, she went the complete opposite direction of me. And I texted Laura, and then I was like, I need a picture of that brush, right? And so I sent it to my daughter, and she found it. You can tell I haven't used it yet. I had to have it, right? I don't know. It was the last one. And she sent me the sweetest picture of them finding it. And they were so excited because she went with her friend. And so I was excited about that. All right. The next day is the 30th. This is the other section I haven't journaled in. And I obviously have notes here and I want to finish that. So I will do that. My kids woke up this morning. Well, actually late last night. But this morning they left to drive to Oregon to get a burger because that's what you do in quarantine, right? So it was over 3 hours. They drove down there. They waited over 2 hours in line. They had their lunch. They ran another errand while they were down there, and then they drove back. So it was like an all-day adventure, and I was just so excited that they enjoy being together and they're making these memories. My son's leaving for college in the fall, and so I don't know. I just love this. I put love this lunch date. I made some rain here because it was pouring rain. Oh my gosh, it was pouring rain. I should like draw a lightning bolt. We woke up this morning to thunder and lightning. I mean, pouring rain. And it kind of got less and less throughout the day, but it rained all day. So anyway, I just thought that was really funny. This right here behind here is just a notepad. I just used it to, like, it's one of these, and I just used it to frame, so again, using what you have, using, stuff around your house. Okay. This was the day we launched the rocket into space. It was so exciting. It was supposed to be, I think, the day before or 2 days before, but it got postponed for weather in Florida. But, so I just made a little note here. 2 astronauts launch SpaceX's Crew Dragon capsule into the International Space Station. And I'm going to write a note about NASA and like the changes and like how cool this is. And like, I just thought it was really neat. I was excited. I got to use my my space washi tape. And then I drew this little cat and rocket out of the How to Draw Something Every Day book. This one, which was inspired, or who inspired me, was Emmylou Arts. And she used to do a lot of this and like actually every day draw the thing. And now she just you can look it up in the back. Like if you want to draw an astronaut, it says in there and you go to that page, which works better for me. So I'm trying to include that more. I've had that book for a while now, like at least a year, and I don't doodle very much. I'm not very good at it. So I'm trying. And then these are stamps again that I stamped on that. See, this is a stamp also. So I did sheets and sheets of this. So I have it and I can use it as cutouts. You guys. Okay. The 31st. Okay. This was such a fun way to end the month. It was Sunday. This is my tribe book club from my Rise conference last year with Rachel Hollis. Out of that conference was formed some Facebook groups, and if you want to be a part of the tribe, you are welcome to be a part of the tribe. It is like this really encouraging, amazing space. Anyway, out of that group, there's a book club group if you want to do it. And every month we do a different book. And so this month was the new book by Jen Hatmaker, Fierce, Free, and Full of Fire. And she was the speaker at last year's Rise conference that gave us this elephant vision story, this thing. And so it has stuck with me. And it is so powerful and I just love it. So anyway, it was amazing. She came on live in our book club and it was so cool to get to like interact with her and speak with her and like have her answer our questions. And it was just so neat. So, I was kind of bummed because I thought I could order it from Amazon in time to get it and I couldn't. And so I went to Target and, they had a Target only exclusive edition, which I didn't know. And it includes a guided journaling in the back. So cool. So way to go, Jen. Thank you so much. Okay. So this is the rest of this page. I did my workout in the morning. Oh, this was fun. So this was Sunday. We don't normally do this, but, as the things are lifting, right, they've said you can gather in public in small group, whatever. So we went and worked out, in the public, 6 feet apart from each other. And then after that, I had kind of double booked myself. I said I would do the live online gym workout and I said I'd go to this other workout. So I ended up doing both. I went to the live one and then I caught, or blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. Afterwards, we went to Starbucks. We hung out in the parking lot. It was just gosh, you guys, it was so nice to have a bit of normal life back. It really was. We were just like, oh, seeing people's faces like for real, and like having them work out next to you is just way different than on a TV screen, obviously, or, you know, computer screen. So I put, yay, my husband. For the record, he got his 500 miles. He finished it today. I am like so impressed with him. He is just, it amazes me. So I did put the little home washi down here. I finished my page for Loveland's Life. She was doing like a collaborative gathering of documenting kind of this time. So I made like a page for that. And then I just put my husband's that, and I said I can't wait to see what he does for next month, like what his next month's goal is, because it's all to work towards a year goal. But anyway, so cool. So this was like a really fun day. Now, okay, you can see some of this coloring behind here. I don't mind it at all. I think it kind of adds to it, although I know it makes it look really busy. It was just this yellow. Okay. And then what I did was I turned the page and I started these pages, and I realized it came right through. So different books, different paper, different pens, right? This is, these are like these Bic permanent markers, and they went like obviously right through this paper, which is fine. If this was my next sheet, I would be fine with it, because I could just, you know, cover it with something, right? But I didn't test it as much as I thought. I think when I tested it, it was up here or something, and I think it was behind, right? And it didn't show through. So anyway, just a little note. I don't mind it at all. I don't think, I mean, it's just, you know, just a note. So I did do a little goodbye to May. I just put I had a fun time journaling this month. I love our creative paper time and our community. I love how we support each other and inspire each other. And I just put this as one of the things to remind me of this month that I had made, and then a bunch of other people were making them also. I certainly didn't come up with this. I found it from someone else. It's an old idea I used to do a long time ago, and I found another YouTube video. So it will remind me that, you know, yes, this is what we were making this month. Lots of paper. Oh, I also put in here, I don't know where I put it. Oh, I did a whole thing from Joey DeFee, and I did her flip out book. Anyway, that was super fun too. So I might make a note about that as well. I thought I did that, so I'll go back and check. Anyway, and then I put goodbye May. Currently, I said I don't want to document too much news. This is the stats of the states in the United States for numbers, and Washington is like way down here, which is super awesome because we used to be way up here. So we are doing our part. I don't know the truth. I don't know any of it. All I'm documenting is like this, okay? And I just put a note here. The increasing riots are so disturbing. So, and I just did a little note there. So that is the end of my journal. This is the end. This is actually like what it looks like to journal on. So you can see it's hard to write on. So someone showed me you can like flip it open if you want, like this, right, to get a flatter. Not all journals can do that, but anyway. So you guys, that's it for May for me. I am going to do a flip through of the entire book without any commentary. Just a quick flip through. So if you want to watch that separately, I'll put it on fast forward, but I will also film that because someone asked me for that. But that is the end of my Fauxbonichi for April and May, and I appreciate you hanging out with me. So thanks for being a part of this amazing creative community, and I hope you're well today. I hope you're doing things that allow you to kind of refill, you know, your spirit as you move through the day, and your energy, and you're taking care of yourself. And I hope you find something today that inspires you. Have a great day, you guys. I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.